You are ugly. You're not going to make it. You're going to fail. Nobody likes you. Hold up. Who's she talking to? Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tamara here with the Mompreneur Plug. And here on my channel, I help mothers identify themselves outside of motherhood. So I'm super glad that you're here. Today's topic I'm super excited about and sensitive about, because I feel like as women as a whole, we talk down to ourselves so much and we don't even realize it. And my question to you is this: would you let anybody else come and talk to you any kind of way? I didn't think so. So why do you talk to yourself like this? So today I want to talk to you about 3 things we should stop saying to ourselves. I broke these things down into 3 different categories. The first category is comparison. I know a lot of times we like to compare ourselves to other people, compare ourselves to images we've seen, things that we think of, bad experiences. But guess what? At the end of the day, you are you. There's only one you. So there's no need to compare. The only person you really need to be comparing yourself is to Jesus. And we all know he was perfect. So yeah. But anyway, I want to talk to you about comparison phrases and language, ugly language that we use with ourselves concerning other people and how we should be. Some comparison phrases that we commonly use are phrases like this: oh, I really like that dress, but I don't think it'll look good on me. Or, I really like her hair, but my hair is just, it's not like hers. I really want to get to know other people, but I don't act like she acts. Those are some comparison phrases that we often use. And we're talking down to ourselves in that way because we're stating that because we aren't like something or someone else, that we can't reach the same goals or have other things that we see other people possessing. And that's not fair to you. It's not fair to your confidence. We should be constantly feeding ourselves positivity and being confident in who we are, not using other people to bring our own selves down and not using other things to bring ourselves down. Yes, you may not look like how she looks in that dress. We all are different, but you might put the dress on and look better, right? You might put the dress on and see that it's really not that bad. Just because you see someone else looking or acting a certain way doesn't mean that you have to look or act that same way to possess that very thing that they have. We all have bodies. They're all made differently. We all have hair. It's all different. It doesn't mean we can't do what we see we want, because at the end of the day, it's how we feel, how we think we're going to look in it, not about what somebody else is comparing us to. I want to pause for a second and thank you guys so much for tuning into Mompreneur Plug with me. And if you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead and hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notifications of when my latest videos are coming up. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You can connect with me further there. Moving along, another set of phrases that we use are self-doubt phrases. Now, the self-doubt phrases are the ones that I know I struggle with the most. I struggle with these the most because I'm constantly pushing myself to go forward, but I'm always talking about what I think I can't do or what I'm not capable of. So some example of self-doubt would be, nobody's going to pay attention to you. Nobody cares how you feel. Nobody is going to be interested in what you have to say, right? Things like, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Or things that you tell yourself like, you're going to fail at this. You're not going to do well at this. You can't do this. You can't make it. You're not strong enough. Those are self-doubt phrases that we use often, and a lot of times we don't even realize it. In just regular situations, we tell ourselves what we can and can't do. Man, I want to start working out at 6:30, but I just can't get up that early. Yes, you can. Set your alarm clock, go to bed, and get your behind up and go work out. I'm talking to myself on that one. At the end of the day, y'all, seriously, we can do whatever we put our minds to. Be like Nike. Just do it, sis. Okay? Okay. Moving on. Ownership phrases. What I mean by ownership phrases is oftentimes we take ownership of things that don't belong to us. God didn't give us anxiety. God didn't give us fear. God didn't give us anger. He didn't give us these things. And we took on these emotions. We took on these feelings. And from there, we choose whether we want to possess it or if we want to be freed from it. And a lot of times, even I in the past have said things like, oh, my anxiety is just acting up, or my stress level, my stress, just calling it yours. We don't have to take ownership of that. Yeah, you may struggle with it. Yeah, you may deal with it, but you don't have to take ownership of it. So yes, I deal with anxiety. And those of you who know already, I've already created a series on anxiety. So you know that I struggle with anxiety, but I don't take ownership of that. I don't call it mine. You know what's mine? My children, my money, my food, my husband. That's what's mine. Okay? My business. Okay? I don't want ownership of anxiety. I don't want that. I don't want stress. I don't want anger. And a lot of times we say things like and we take on these things that really doesn't belong to us. I don't have to take it in. Yeah, I may struggle with it, but I don't have to take that in. I don't have to accept that for my life. Ooh. Oh, okay. I was just making sure my edges were still there because I just snatched my own edges. Listen, sometimes you just got to get your own self together. But seriously, we have to get to a place where we understand the importance of our language and the importance of how we treat ourselves and how we talk to ourselves. Just like I mentioned earlier, you wouldn't let some random person come up in the street and talk to you any kind of way. So why did you do it to yourself? That's the question you need to be asking yourself. Why do I talk to myself crazy? Man, I tell you, our voice in our head is probably one of the most powerful voices over any other voice. You know what I'm saying? We tell ourselves things. Our voice in our head can either motivate us or defeat us. And you have to choose what headspace you want to be in. So I really hope you enjoyed what I had to say. I just really thought it was important to touch on this because as women and as mothers, a lot of times we get caught up in the language that we speak to ourselves and we forget just who we are. You are a queen. Okay, mama? Keep your head up. And until next time, I love you guys. And I'll see you when I see you. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm so grateful for your support, and I'm grateful that you've decided to take this mompreneur journey with me. With that being said, if you've made it all the way to the end of the video and you haven't liked or subscribed, what are you doing? If you want to like or subscribe to my channel, please click here. And if you want to see my latest video, please click here. Love you guys.